Hey, Violet, what's up? So, guess what? I caught wind of some news from my bro. Let's just say congratulations are in order. I'm seriously stoked for you.
Oh, Grace, thank you.
No way. I can't wrap my head around it. My big bro finally popped the question to you. I mean, it's been a lifetime in the making. Please, tell me you said yes.
Yes, I did. We were out on a date the other day. All of a sudden, he drops down on one knee and proposed to me.
I kept bugging him for all the juicy details, but he was all shy and embarrassed to spill the beans. So, spill it, girl. How did it go down? Was he smooth or all nervous when he proposed? Did he slide that ring on your finger? And, most importantly, did he get the size right?
The whole thing was so perfect that I couldn't help myself. I started crying tears of joy. I never felt this much happiness before.
Oh, wow. That's great to hear. To be honest, I guess I was underestimating him a bit.
In the next few days, I'll most likely swing by to make the official engagement announcement to your family. Can't wait to see you all then.
Absolutely. I'm just as pumped to see you too. This is such an exciting time. You marrying my brother means we're going to be official sister-in-laws. How awesome is that? Can't wait to share this journey with you.
Yes, that's exactly right.
I almost can't believe it. You're just so amazing, Violet. Beautiful inside and out, and genuinely kind-hearted. I'm over the moon with happiness. What should I do with all this joy? It's overwhelming in the best way possible.
I think you're exaggerating it a bit. I'm pretty average overall. But thanks for your kind words. It's great to know that you think so highly of me.
What are you saying? Your parents happen to own one of the largest companies in this country. Not only are you wealthy, but you also possess remarkable kindness and compassion. You are truly extraordinary and flawless.
I appreciate the thought, but I'm definitely not perfect. If anything, my father is the amazing one, not me.
Ugh, there's no need for you to downplay it. But, are you genuinely okay with my brother? He's quite an ordinary person. Average appearance, a standard education, a regular job. He's nowhere near your caliber. You won't change your mind and cancel at the last minute, will you?
You know, I would never pull a stunt like that. Actually, there are moments when I'm like, am I even good enough for this guy? People normally label me as gullible and naive. So yeah, I'm the complete opposite of Danny. He's all about being practical and reliable. Whenever I'm with him, I always feel so safe.
Nah, it's cool. I mean, a bit of naivety is understandable when you grow up with loads of cash. I bet you've been pampered like a princess since day one. Am I right?
Oh,
Man, I gotta admit, I'm low-key jealous. I mean, who wouldn't want to live a life like a freaking princess, right? No worries, no stress, just pure luxury. And Violet, my sister-in-law, you're straight up living the dream. I seriously admire you. No joke.
wait. I guess Danny didn't tell you.
No? What do you mean? Tell me about what?
It's about my family's circumstances. I thought he might have mentioned it, but I suppose you haven't heard anything about it yet.
I'm not quite getting it. Can you break it down for me? This whole thing is totally unfamiliar to me.
To be honest, I didn't experience the princess treatment right from the start. The truth is, I'm actually adopted.
What? What? I'm not following.
I was raised in foster care, and my parents adopted me from there. To be honest, I have no information about my biological parents. Right from the moment I was born, I was abandoned. So, in terms of blood relations, I'm not sure I have any.
Wait. What's going on?
If there's anyone who fits the bill of a true princess in our family, it would definitely be my younger sister. See, my parents brought me into their lives because they were facing some challenges with conceiving naturally. But then, miraculously, my baby sister came along. It was like a dream come true for everyone. You can imagine the overwhelming joy that spread through our family when she arrived.
No, but... No way! So you're like a foster kid?
If you're curious about the specifics, I can fill everyone in on the details when I visit next time. I just want to make sure there's no room for misunderstanding when it comes to this matter.
Danny is aware of this, right? I'm curious. How did he react when you told him?
At first, he was a little taken aback, but he didn't say much about it. His main focus was on understanding what my experience in foster care was like. So he had a lot of questions about that.
Well... I'm gonna go ask him about it. Sorry. Bye for now.
Hi, Danny. Just wanted to check in with you. Have you talked with your sister? I was talking with Grace earlier, and it came up. So I went ahead and told her about it from my side.
Yeah, I explained the whole thing to everyone as well.
Is everything okay? Grace seemed a bit off after it came up.
So, about that, the response hasn't been good. They're really against it.
What?
Everyone was really happy when they heard you say yes to my proposal. But the moment they found out you're adopted, their whole attitude took a 180-degree turn.
Oh, no.
It's tough for me to say this, but they straight up told me to cancel the engagement. They're all like, marriage is a huge deal. They're saying I shouldn't tie the knot with someone whose family background seems sketchy.
I was really hoping this wouldn't happen.
I'm really sorry. I didn't expect them to be so against it like this. Their reaction totally caught me off guard too. I hope you can understand and forgive me.
Well, I had already considered the possibility, so I'm okay with it. I don't expect them to instantly accept me in my situation, even if it takes time. Let's do our best to persuade them, alright? As long as I'm by your side, I won't let it discourage me.
Yeah, I'm really sorry about all of this. I've been thinking about it, and I'm actually considering breaking off the engagement like my parents suggested.
Huh? You're kidding, right?
Man, I never expected them to be so against it, you know? When I saw how worried they were, it just killed my motivation to go ahead with it. I mean, marriage shouldn't be something you jump into when your family is giving you serious warnings, right? You know what? Honestly, this whole situation kind of feels like a blessing in disguise.
Are you absolutely sure about this? If we break off the engagement, it means we'll have to end our relationship. Are you sure? Even though you gave me that gorgeous engagement ring? Are you certain about calling everything off?
So, yeah, I'd like that back.
Seriously? I can't believe this.
That ring was ridiculously expensive. And let's be real, it doesn't fit someone like you. So do me a favor and give it back. Just hand it over, alright?
Danny, what's gotten into you all of a sudden?
Oh, on another note, I have a favor to ask. Would you give me your blessing to marry your sister?
Excuse me? My sister? Why?
Alright, so I've been doing some serious thinking about what to do in this sticky situation. Despite my family being against us getting hitched, I can't deny that I still have some feelings for you. But guess what? I've come up with this brilliant idea that could solve everything in the most unexpected way. Here it is. I'll just marry your sister instead. Boom! Problem solved, right?
Hold on a second. I'm completely lost here. What on earth are you saying? I'm not following. Why my sister?
You gotta trust me on this one. It's gonna be the perfect solution. Okay, so I might not be able to be your husband, but hear me out. If I marry your sister, we can still be a family, man. Just imagine it. We'll all live together under one roof, the three of us. It won't be any different from if we were actually married.
Wow. Please tell me that this is some tasteless joke. I can't believe you're actually being serious about this.
My parents are giving me a hard time about marrying you. You know how it is. They've heard all those negative stereotypes about kids who've been in foster care. But here's the thing. If it's your sister, my family won't have any issues. She's your parents' biological child, so she's like the perfect choice in their eyes.
This is quite overwhelming to process, Danny. Just to clarify, are you saying that you have no concerns whatsoever about marrying my little sister?
Yes, I'm completely fine with it. I've always thought she was incredibly adorable, to be honest. I've been discreetly observing her for some time now. Therefore, marrying her feels like a realization of a long-held dream for me.
You? What?
So please, Violet, this is the only way for me to continue being with you. Give it some thought and let me know your answer.
Hey, we had an emergency family meeting, and we ended up deciding that you shouldn't be marrying Danny. So please break up with him right now.
Huh?
Don't me. You're adopted. You are an unwanted child. You don't have any real family. How dare you try to marry my brother when you're some nobody from God knows where?
Wait, please. Is that really you, Grace? You've never spoken to me like this.
Of course it's me, the one and only Grace.
I mean, you were so friendly to me before. It's like I'm talking to someone else entirely.
Don't you get it? I was only being nice to you before because you came from a rich family. But then it turns out you're just adopted. Give me all my time and effort back. I wasted so much energy just pretending to be nice to you.
So, it was all a lie then.
Yeah, so? Do you have a problem with that? Oh my god, don't tell me that you actually believed I was genuinely being nice to you.
You were only being nice to me because of my family. You didn't care about me at all as a person. Is that what you're saying?
That's exactly what I mean. Isn't that obvious? There's no other reason why I should be nice to you.
I can't believe this.
Look, if my brother married you, he'd have had a chance of inheriting your family's business one day. And, as his sister, I would have been living enough in luxury. Too bad you turned out to be a total fake. You'd just have been a charity case without any real pedigree. Imagine what would have happened if you kept on hiding this from us. We've been tricked into taking a useless lowlife into our family.
I can't believe this is how you really felt this whole time.
Really? I regret the fact that I ever tried being nice. I'm never letting my brother marry someone like you. You got that?
I got it. Thank you so much.
Huh? Why are you thanking me? Do you understand English? Or like, are you naive to the point of being a total ditzy idiot?
Thanks for the concern, but I'd like to think I'm not nearly as idiotic as you all.
Excuse me?
Again, thank you. Thank you for calling off the engagement for me. I think I've really dodged a bullet.
Wait, just a second. What are you talking about? We're the ones who dodged the bullet here. We almost let some urchin into the family.
Well, let's just call this an amicable end to the engagement and leave it at that. Thank you for being kind to me up until now, even if it was fake. Goodbye now.
Hey, are you there? What in the world do you think you're doing?
What's this about?
We just got a call from your dad. Danny tried explaining on the phone why he broke off the engagement, but then he went completely pale.
Is that so?
There was so much yelling that we could hear it straight through the phone. And then Danny just started bawling out of nowhere. Don't you think it's kind of unfair to drag your parents into this? I can't believe you. How low can you get? All this because you got offended over getting rejected. What did you even tell your dad? He sounded so furious. He literally made a grown man cry. Tell him to say sorry to my brother right now.
Wait, you must be misunderstood. I didn't drag my parents into our engagement situation. They're not involved in that matter.
Are you trying to play innocent? He called us just now. What part of that is not involved? I bet you went crying to your daddy and blew the whole story out of proportion to get his sympathy.
I would never do that. I can understand why people would care about someone's upbringing. That's not an issue. My parents think the same way I do, too. In fact, they told me I should be glad that I didn't end up marrying someone with such a narrow-minded view of the world.
Then why would your dad even call us? He was just absolutely furious. That's not normal.
That's because your brother has done something he shouldn't have. My father never raises his voice unless it's something really awful.
What? What could he possibly have done?
Yeah. Do you know what he told me? He said he wanted to marry my little sister because she's my parents' actual daughter. And also how he had kept an eye on her for a while.
What's wrong with that? That sounds like a great idea. Danny really thought it through.
Grace, do you know how old my sister is?
No, why would I? She's only a few years younger than you, right?
We actually have an age gap of about 10 years. My sister is only 16.
What?
To be exact, she just turned 16 this month. Now imagine a 30-something-year-old guy saying he's been keeping an eye on her for a while. That's absolutely disgusting, no matter how you frame it.
Oh, well, I'm sure you didn't mean it like that.
Even worse, when I told my sister about the engagement being called off, she opened up to me about something. She told me that Danny had been creeping on her before. She knew about it.
Seriously? This can't be true, can it?
She said he mistook my sister's room for mine and kept coming into her room. He did it so often that my sister was getting scared of what he would do. But she couldn't confide about it to anyone because he was technically my boyfriend.
Surely that has to be some kind of misunderstanding. He'd never. He can't have been creeping on a 16-year-old girl, right?
My parents are not going to let this slide as a simple misunderstanding. That's probably why they decided to call. You can imagine how angry they are right now.
But
They said they are taking the matter very seriously and may get the police involved. Maybe that's what they told Danny. I'm sure that'd be enough to make him go completely pale.
wait. What do you mean by proper authorities? You're not going to call the police, are you?
Well then, why don't you have a nice family meeting amongst yourselves to discuss how to move forward?
It's a complete misunderstanding. Honestly, I didn't mean anything by it. I really just went into your sister's room by mistake.
She told me you entered her room by mistake at least 10 different times. Our house isn't even that large. I highly doubt you get lost that many times.
But I always left her room right away, and I never did anything weird. So please just explain to your dad that I haven't done anything wrong.
Oh, you haven't done anything wrong? What about the photos of my sister you had on your phone?
Pictures? I have no idea what you're talking about.
You even went to the trouble of creating a special folder just for photographs of her. You're telling me this is still a misunderstanding? That you haven't done anything wrong? Do you think anyone is going to believe you?
What are you talking about? I've never done anything like that.
My father just got a call from your parents.
Why? They have no reason to talk to him.
They're going to confiscate your phone and delete all those photos you took. And they'll make sure you'll never get near my sister ever again. That's what they promised to us. They really don't want the authorities involved.
What?
You really are the worst. I had no idea you were this kind of person.
How? But how? How did they know? When did they see?
Learning about the existence of those photos only made my father angrier, though. It's all the more reason to make sure you're locked up behind bars. My father went ahead and contacted his lawyer.
That was stupid. I can't believe Why'd they have to go and do something like that?
Please don't get angry at your parents. They were only trying to protect you, I'm sure.
Yeah, and they gave up information that makes me look even worse.
I'm sure they didn't intend it that way. Just like how you didn't intend to take creepy pictures of my sister. So why didn't you forgive them?
Please, Violet, come on. There has to be a way to settle this more peacefully. I really didn't mean anything by what I did, I swear.
My sister is my family, even though we're not related by blood. And as her older sister, I'll never forgive anyone who's hurt her.
Hi. What's up, Violet? So, I was wondering, how would you feel about getting back together with my brother?
Where is this coming from all of a sudden?
You know, we had a family meeting. We all talked together about the current situation and...
And now you want me to get back with him?
Well, you know, if we're all family, there's no need to go so far, right?
I still don't understand what's going on.
I mean, if you and Danny got married, your parents will give up on getting the feds involved, right? So I was thinking, if you want, maybe you could get back together with him.
Do you honestly believe I'll say yes to that, after all that's happened?
But he's really sincerely sorry. And my parents said that they won't make a fuss over your upbringing anymore. Of course, I don't care about it either.
Really? Now?
So, you know, could you please consider it? Will you consider marrying my brother? We really don't care if you grew up in foster care or whatever. Seriously. No matter what kind of bride you are, you're welcome to join our family.
You really don't need to push yourselves.
What do you mean?
There will always be people who are concerned about someone's upbringing. That's normal. I don't intend to preach about it one way or another. You don't need to change your opinions.
No. It's really not a big deal.
And to be honest, I don't disagree with your views. So, you really don't have to worry about it.
I don't follow.
This incident made me realize something. I realized that birth and upbringing are quite important. I would never consider marrying someone from a family with such a disgusting mindset.
Now, hold on.
So, the engagement is going to be dissolved just as planned. That's the end of it. Goodbye then.
Please, wait. Violet. Listen, we really don't mind. Danny wants to marry you too. That's what he said. He says you don't even have to return the engagement ring.
Oh, I've already mailed the ring back.
What?
Tell Danny to check his mail. It should arrive soon. And don't forget to remind him that there's absolutely no way he and I can get back together. Not in a million years. My parents wasted no time in reporting the incident to the police. Danny, understandably, is preoccupied with dealing with the aftermath. Apparently, there are rumors circulating that they discovered a significant number of disturbing photos and videos involving underage girls. I feel an immense sense of relief knowing that I didn't end up marrying him. It's fortunate that things unfolded the way they did. In a sense, we owe our gratitude to Grace. However, she appears to be going through her own share of difficulties now that the entire neighborhood is aware of Danny's unsettling inclinations. The entire family has become the subject of relentless gossip. Baseline allegations are spreading, such as rumors suggesting that Grace facilitated her brother's involvement with young girls. Regardless, I bet it's only a matter of time before the family decides to relocate and escape the pervasive rumors and